Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates tease Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, would try every trick in the book to get herself into the Spencer family, and rules nothing out. With Luna now focused on Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, she might choose to work on a pregnancy plot, have his child and secure a new heir. For the Spencer legacy, Luna appears to have an intense fascination with the Spencer family, yearning to be included in their circle. Fans of B are aware that Luna went so far as to manipulate a paternity test, aiming to convince Bill Spencer, Don Diamant, that he was her father. When that plan failed, she made a bold move by attempting to kiss Bill, hoping to forge a connection through romance. However, much has shifted since then, as Luna now shares a more platonic relationship with Bill. After he helped secure her release from prison, he ultimately decided to remove her from the mansion once she was pardoned. This situation leaves Luna without a solid connection to the Spencer family, which is not ideal for her. Nevertheless, she has already made up her mind to pursue Will as her partner. If she can, Luna may take her plan to the next level, aiming to solidify her relationship with Will for the long term. If she can manage to sleep with Will and become pregnant, their child could significantly alter her circumstances. Luna might convince herself that securing the title of the mother of the latest Spencer heir will ensure her future. Moreover, since Will has Logan blood, their child would inherit that legacy as well. This could motivate Will to create a life with Luna, making the idea of having his baby attractive. Additionally, Luna might believe that giving John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, a grandchild would strengthen their bond and encourage the idea of family unity. Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, would be thrilled about a great-grandchild, so she might support Luna's pregnancy plans if she hears any updates. Ultimately, Luna is a strategist who wants to remain connected to the Spencers, so she may decide to make Will the father of her child to ensure a lasting bond. Upcoming spoilers suggest many predictions about her future, but will one of those predictions involve pregnancy? Part 1. The secrets unraveled for years. The Bold and the Beautiful has captivated viewers with its twists, drama, and tantalizing love triangles, but none has been as shocking and suspenseful as Luna's sudden revelation: she's pregnant. And it's not just any pregnancy. This twist threatens to rewrite the future of the Forrester, Spencer, and Logan families forever.
Luna, a woman who has quietly maneuvered through the cutthroat world of high fashion and corporate power struggles, has always been a mystery. A part of the periphery, yet always in the thick of things, Luna was never quite the femme fatale, but rather a quiet force of nature. Now she is standing at the precipice of the most important decision of her life. Her pregnancy raises a question that has been looming over the Bold and the Beautiful. Is she planning to secure Will Spencer's legacy? Or is there more to this twist than anyone could have predicted? The scene, the unexpected reveal. It was a quiet afternoon in the Spencer mansion when Luna walked into the living room. Will Spencer, now a grown man, was flipping through some business documents when his eyes met hers. He had always admired Luna's grace and poise, but something had changed in her over the past few weeks. There was a different energy in her, a kind of fear mixed with resolve. He didn't understand what it was, but he could tell she was hiding something. Luna walked toward him slowly, her heels clicking softly against the marble floor. She hesitated, her eyes flickering nervously as she sat down on the couch next to him. For the first time in a long while, Will noticed how tense she looked. "Luna, is something wrong?" Will asked, his voice laced with concern. She looked at him, her face a mixture of anxiety and determination. "I have something to tell you, Will," she said, taking a deep breath. "I'm pregnant." The words hung in the air like a cloud of uncertainty. Will was silent for a moment, trying to process what she had just said. The shock on his face was palpable, but it quickly melted into confusion. "Wait, what? You're pregnant?" he stammered. Luna nodded, her hands trembling as she clasped them together in her lap. "Yes. I know this is unexpected, but I wanted you to hear it from me." There was an awkward silence between them as Will tried to make sense of it. Luna's pregnancy wasn't the only shock, it was the timing that was so jarring. Luna had never mentioned anything about wanting children before. In fact, she had always seemed more interested in advancing her career than starting a family. Will's mind raced with possibilities. Could this be some sort of game? Some power play to control his family's fortune, or even his heart? Luna had always been ambitious, but this was on a different level. And the fact that it came so suddenly made him wonder if there was a deeper, darker reason for her pregnancy. "Are you sure it's mine?" he asked, his voice suddenly cold. It wasn't that he didn't trust her, but he had to ask. The Spencer family was no stranger to deceit, and the last thing he wanted was to be caught up in a situation that could ruin him. Luna flinched at his question, but she met his eyes with undeniable honesty. "Yes, Will, you're the only one, I promise." Her sincerity seemed genuine, but Will couldn't shake the suspicion gnawing at him. He knew that Luna was resourceful, cunning even. But could she really be planning something so elaborate? Part 2, The Hidden Agenda. As Luna left Will's mansion that afternoon, her mind was racing. She had finally made the decision to tell him the truth. That the truth had consequences she hadn't fully anticipated. She wasn't just pregnant, she was carrying Will's child. And that child represented everything she had worked for. His legacy, his future, the Spencer fortune. Luna knew this, and she knew that her pregnancy wasn't just about motherhood, it was about securing her place in the world. For years, Luna had been on the outside, looking in at the glittering, powerful lives of the Forresters and Spencers. Her rise to prominence had been slow, steady, and calculated. She wasn't a Logan, with her fiery temper and undeniable beauty, nor was she a Forrester, with their legacy of fashion and influence. No, Luna had always been the outsider. But now everything had changed. Her pregnancy with Will's child gave her a foothold. No, a foothold wasn't enough. It gave her a solid claim to the Spencer name, to the Spencer fortune, and perhaps most importantly, to a seat at the table where the most powerful decisions were made. It wasn't just about securing Will's legacy either. It was about securing her own place in the world. Luna wasn't the type to sit back and let things happen to her. No, she was a woman of ambition, and if she had to use Will's child to do it, then so be it. Her thoughts drifted to the many obstacles she'd face, chief among them, Bill Spencer. Will's father was no stranger to ruthlessness, and if he learned of her pregnancy, Luna knew he wouldn't be pleased. Bill wasn't the sentimental type, and he was more likely to see her as a threat than as a future daughter-in-law. But Luna had always been able to manipulate people to get what she wanted. She had a plan, one that involved not just Will, but the entire Spencer family. But what if Luna underestimated the power of family bonds? What if the Forresters, especially Brooke and Ridge, became more protective of Will than she anticipated? After all, they had already shown signs of interference in his life, and this new revelation could be the catalyst for an even bigger family conflict. Part 3, The Spencer family's response. As Luna continued to mull over her strategy, Will was processing the news in his own way. He wasn't sure what to make of it. He had always thought that his relationship with Luna was simply professional, but now everything had changed. Was she in love with him? Was this pregnancy a desperate attempt to secure her future? The day after their conversation, Will gathered his thoughts and decided to confront his father. Bill Spencer, never one to shy away from a confrontation, was in his office at Spencer Publications when Will stormed in. "Dad, I need to talk to you," Will said, his voice firm but laced with uncertainty. Bill raised an eyebrow, a knowing smirk spreading across his face. "What is it, son? You look like you've seen a ghost." Will took a deep breath and dropped the bombshell. "Luna's pregnant. I'm going to be a father." For a moment, Bill said nothing. His expression went blank as he processed the news. Luna, pregnant? This was not something he had ever expected. He had always thought Luna was too calculating to get emotionally involved with Will, but now everything had changed. "Luna, huh?" Bill finally spoke, his voice low and dangerous. "Well, that changes things, doesn't it?" Will nodded. "I don't know what to think, Dad. I don't know if she's telling the truth, or if she's using this as a way to secure her future with the Spencer name. But I'm worried. I'm not sure where this is headed. Bill chuckled darkly. Of course she's using it. She's not stupid, Will. This could be her big play to secure her place in the Spencer empire. You're not just her love interest, she sees you as her ticket to power. Will's stomach turned at the thought. Bill was right, but something still didn't feel right. Was Luna really playing him like a pawn? Or was there something more to this? Part 4. Luna's next move. Meanwhile, Luna was preparing for the next phase of her plan. She had been careful not to show her true intentions, but now that Will knew about the pregnancy, she needed to move quickly. She couldn't afford to lose her grip on the situation. Luna's mind raced with possibilities. She could play the emotional card, manipulate Will into marrying her. Or she could take a more subtle approach, leveraging her pregnancy as a bargaining chip. Either way, she was determined to make sure she came out on top. But what Luna didn't expect was the force of the Spencer family's response. Bill's cold, calculating nature would be a problem, and even Will, though torn, wasn't easily manipulated. Luna had underestimated the strength of their family bonds. As Luna prepared to face Bill, Will, and the rest of the Spencer clan, she realized that this game was far more dangerous than she had anticipated. But she was a woman of ambition, and she wasn't about to back down now. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold&Beautiful YouTube channel for more update news.